All right, another thing I want to talk about here is disarming yourself. There are many ways to be disarmed in this game. I already showed you one that if you actually deflect a heavy punch, you get disarmed. You lose your weapon in that situation, which is not good. You can pick up your weapon again by moving over to it and hitting light slash. But keep in mind when you do that, you are vulnerable to getting hit. So it is a very scary proposition to try to pick up your weapon. So a lot of times when you do want to try to pick up your weapon, whoops, wrong thing. When you do try to pick up your weapon, ow. When you do try to pick up your weapon, you're going to want to do it after a dash kick, for example, knock them down and then quickly get your weapon and stuff like that. So you're going to want to try to knock the enemy down before you pick up your weapon. Otherwise, you will die trying to pick up your weapon. So that's one way to become disarmed. Another way to become disarmed is to use a weapon flipping technique. There's a reason why it is called the weapon flipping technique, and that is because when you get hit by it, whoops, you not only take a chunk of damage, but you lose your weapon. And if you notice, a lot of the times the weapon falls on the opponent. When you get deflected, the weapon falls behind you and you can get it back a little bit easier. When you get hit by a weapon flipping technique, you're kind of hosed like this because now your opponent is sitting on your weapon. The third way to actually lose your weapon is if you get a weapon clash. If two people attack at the same time and they trade weapons, sometimes they will clash and then the two of you have to mash buttons really fast to push at each other, and whoever hits the button most wins and the opponent loses their weapon. So there's a little bit of a button mashy kind of game system that goes along in with that. However, it's very rare. It can't happen if there's less than 16 seconds left on the clock, and it can't happen if both people are under a certain amount of life. At least that's what it said in the tutorial. However, I did just get a weapon clash even though one person was at almost no health. So, yeah, I'm not sure about that life one. Shoutouts to Wayman Ill for the sub. Thank you very much. It's very rare. It's very rare. It doesn't happen very often. It's like Danger Time in Guilty Gear. But those are the three ways you lose your weapon. So what happens when you lose your weapon? Well, the problem with losing your weapon is that all of your standing slashes become the same attack, and they all become very lame attacks. And all your dashing attacks become that same lame attack. You basically have lost access to every move that you have. If you jump, you just do this sad little punch. Now, all of your kicks are still available to you, which is nice, but that's it. Now you have nothing but these stubby normals and you have to fight like this, which pretty much means you're dead. Now, depending on who you are, I'll show you this later on with Haomaru, you have certain moves that are still available to you so long as you don't actually use your sword. But one of the most dangerous things about losing this is now when you block a sword attack, as you would probably expect, you take chip damage now. Look at the chip damage on that. If I block a C, look at the chip damage on that. You don't like losing your weapon, because when you lose your weapon, life sucks and you die very, very badly. So you do not want to lose your weapon. So when you lose your weapon, your whole goal is to get your weapon back. What's the best way to get your weapon back? Again, as I said, honestly, you just have to find a good knockdown hit. And for most people, dash and kick is like your best knockdown hit. That's a good question. Yeah, I think it is increased pushback on block because that wasn't very far at all. Now, okay, oops. One thing I want to mention is that you can be a jerk and you can just put your weapon down because you want to show your opponent how much they suck, right? So you're like, you know what? You're so easy. I don't even want to fight with my own weapon. I'm going to fight you without my own weapon. Hitting down, B, C, and kick or down, or 2, I should say, medium slash, heavy slash, and kick, I don't want my weapon. I'm just gonna fight you like this. I'm just gonna fight you like this. I don't want anything. But like, if I am in this situation, that let's see how much pushback there is. It's not a huge amount of increased pushback. It's not a huge increased amount of pushback. It looks, yeah, it looks mostly the same. It looks mostly the same. So that's one. So basically, one of the best ways to get there is the dash up, kick, go back and grab your weapon, right? Other things that you can do is that most everyone's offensive crouch kick, or 3C, is also a sweep that knocks you down, so you can just do that. So you try to hit him with that. You can throw him and then hit him with your sweep and go, and then try to get your weapon and stuff like that. So that is definitely something that you can do. Now, there's one more thing that you can do when you do not have a weapon. It might be character specific, Poogly Woogly, but I think everybody should be able to do it. I should be able to do it. Now, some characters like Haomaru have the water bottle, right? Because this doesn't use my sword, I can still do the water bottle. A character like Darli gets a punch that she can actually wind up, and it takes a while, but there is an unblockable version that does 60% of your damage. You know what? I'm just gonna, no, I'll show you guys in a second. I'll show you guys in a second. But some people have, so Darli's the only character that I know of that has a move that exists only if she does not have a weapon. But otherwise, everybody, they can do a move that just doesn't require their weapon, their sword, or whatever it is that they're carrying. Darli is the only one that has a special move that's specific to her not having a weapon at all. Now, okay, I get why everyone keeps doing quote water. Sorry, sake bottle. Okay, sake bottle, the sake jug. The last thing you can do is you can still deflect. However, instead of deflecting, it becomes a sword catch. And the window is very small, but it's very fast. What? Oh, hey. Oh, Yashimaru too. Oh, whoa. But the thing is, if the opponent swings, I catch the sword, I throw it out of their hand, and I drop kick them across the room, and they lose their weapon. So now we're both fighting like this with no weapons. So this thing is super awesome. Dude, if you can land it in a real match, that is going to be one of the most hype moments humanly possible anytime it happens in an actual match. If it happens in an actual match, that would be just the sickest thing ever, dude. But that is the last option that you have when you have no weapon. And then if you are in range of your weapon after you do it, you can pick up your weapon, and now they're screwed, basically, until they can manage to pick up their weapon, and then, you can't pick up your weapon for free. So there you go. That's the whole thing of disarming weapons. If you lose your weapon, that's the state you're in. You're in a very, very weakened state, but you have some Hail Mary ways to try to save yourself in those situations. So, somebody stop the damn match! By God, this is a real fight now! Yes, so that's basically how that works. That's how being disarmed works. And let's see if I can actually get the clash to happen. Wow, hurt boxes. Ow, trade. Yeah, I honestly, like I said, I think it's very rare that it actually happens. But it can happen, and once it starts, it's just mash for your life, dude. Just mash for your life. Ow. Oh, there it is! And there you go. I made him lose his weapon because the other guy wasn't mashing and I mashed. And so, pow, I made him lose his weapon. There you go. There you go. So, Oh yeah. I can absolutely walk off the screen. And now when I'm off the screen, they can't get their weapon anymore. And if I'm winning by timer, I could just be like, sup. Oh yeah, that's true. Yashimaru can also do the sword catch. Let's see how he looks. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think they all look pretty much the same, but you know. There you go. There you go. Thwack. So sword catch as well. But yeah, now I'm guarding your sword. You gotta come and get your sword. And if you come and get your sword, now I got my sword. Now what are you gonna do? You're gonna take a bunch of chip damage. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take a bunch of chip. So that's kind of the way disarmed battle works in Samurai Shodown. It's pretty freaking cool. So that's the first half of the basics in this game. There's a little bit more stuff that I want to talk about, but I'm actually really warm and thirsty right now, so I'm going to go get a drink really quick, and I'm gonna go get a drink really quick and run some ads really fast. But before I do that, I will show you. Actually, you know what? I will wait till after the break, and I will show you Darli Dagger's awesome punch when she's disarmed. So I will be right back, guys. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. We are now going to be doing some fun stuff over here. We're going to go into a few more things about the game system, a few last things, but before we do that, I promised you guys a Darli Dagger punch, and I also want to show you guys just when, I do this every stream, but I have to do it again because it's just too damn cute. And that when Wu actually loses her weapon, when she loses her weapon, she loses her glasses at the same time. And so she can't find her glasses. You see how she's like, oh, whoa, glasses! And then she walks around blind, like, look at her. She's like, where's my glasses? And then in Japanese, glasses is megane. And so she goes, megane. She's like, glasses. Man, how is this not the cutest thing in the world, dude? Not only that, but if you act... Oops, hang on a second. This will take a while, so let's do this. If you actually kill somebody and get a win pose with her without her glasses... Oh no, she's blocked! Oh, there she goes. She keeps looking for her glasses, and it's so cute. It is so adorable, dude. It is the most adorable thing ever. She is so cool. She is so adorable. On the other hand, Darli, however, is the biggest badass you can possibly imagine. Because she's like a freaking chick with abs, and like she's just buff, and she drinks a giant barrel of rum. And if she ever loses her weapon, she actually gets access to a new move, which is quarter circle forward plus punch. The light one and the heavy ones are blockable. The light ones and the medium ones are blockable like this. But they're also dash cancelable at any time. So you can also like go, oh, I'm about to punch you, run up and throw and stuff like that. So you can actually dash cancel the light and medium ones. The heavy one, however, is unblockable, has a hit of armor, and you don't feel very good after you do it. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up her rage meter, and then I'm going to punch Wu. That, my friend, is damage. Okay? That is what you call damage, okay? That is what damage is all about in Samurai Shodown. So there you go. So if you get punched by that, you're dead, okay? You're just dead. So you get, and remember that's unblockable too. That is an unblockable punch. So even if I hold block, bam, you're dead. And then, she didn't get the cool wind pose where she drinks the giant barrel of rum. Look at this. Ow! Oh god, that just doesn't feel good. Oh god. I mean, that's like almost Mortal Kombat levels of just like, ugh. Yeah. Oh, come on, give me the barrel of rum. Give me the barrel of rum. She can also do a bunch of damage with a with her hammer as well. She's got this move here. There it is. If you charge it like a very long time, it becomes unblockable as well, and then it just does a crap ton of damage on hit as well. Like that, right? I mean, look at that. That was unblockable at that point. Oh god, you see Rue's wake up animation? That was adorable. Ugh. I mean, come on. How cool is Darli anyway? How amazingly awesome is Darli Dagger anyway? She's got abs, dude. I mean, check her out, dude. Oh my god. This thing is crazy. Oh, she's too funny. Tasty water, dude. That water barrel, dude. That water barrel, yes. Mr. Henry, I do think Deflect is a little powerful right now. I do honestly think that Deflect might need a little bit of nerfing, but we'll see how it goes as time moves on. As time goes on, we'll find out how much it needs to be nerfed. So Darli and Wu are completely brand new. Same thing with Yashamaru. So Yashamaru right here, who I'm fighting against, is brand new to the game as well. Those are the 3 brand new characters to this game. Everybody else is a returning character. And it's crazy too, because like Darli and Wu are so cool that Yashamaru just seems so plain to me. Like Yashamaru seems so boring to me. It's kind of sad. Oh man. But yes,